Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are taking a quick little trip to Como, Colorado. Como is a town that is in Park County in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Its population is roughly a little over 400. Como started or became a town more or less in 1879, and it was the location of a depot for the Denver South Park and Pacific Railroad. It is near Kenosha Pass, or it's past Kenosha Pass, and it's down in a big area there. And you can get to another pass from there. It has basically remained the same more or less, as you can see from this video, since forever. People still live out here. There's people that work nearby and so forth like that. I have driven past this town many times and have never pulled in. So I was with my wife and I decided, let's pull over, let's just drive around inside Como and take a look at everything. The thing right at the beginning of the video that you see that's like a big brick structure, that's kind of the more famous thing there. We actually didn't even stop to look at it. It is a railroad turnstile kind of thing. It's like where the trains used to pull in and they would flip them around and turn them. But we drive over here to the old train depot and so forth like that, and it seems like they're fixing up the train depot possibly. I do get out and look into the big building, and somebody's hung up brand new drywall, and in another part of it someone definitely is living in there, because there's a couch and there was a microwave and a TV, and I felt kind of bad. I walked up and was looking right in the window. Luckily, nobody was in there. But yeah, here is the old train depot, and there's the big like general store and hotel or something like that used to be here in this town. And it's pretty cool. I hope they do fix this all up. It is a neat little town. Like I said, you come over Kenosha Pass and you come down into this big valley, and there's really nothing. There's a little tiny area called Jefferson City that has like nobody living in it. I mean, it's probably population 50 people or something. And you just drive and drive and drive, and then there's Como, and it's this little pile, like kind of a circular little area of a town that's just all by itself sitting over there. So sit back, relax. Hopefully you like this video and enjoy a little bit of the visuals and views of Como, Colorado.
It's like somebody's actually drywalled it. Like maybe they're fixing it up. I think somebody lives in there actually. I don't mean to. I just saw a couch.
So here's a little more info about Como, I guess, if you want to know a little bit more about the city or town, or I guess it's not really a city. That is all right there a part of the railroad. So that was like a general store. It probably had boarding rooms and stuff like that. I called it a hotel, but it really wasn't a hotel. Railroad service stopped coming to this town in 1938, 1939, somewhere around there. And so as you see directly in front to the left is the other part of the railroad depot thing, and that's the stone roundhouse. It was built in 1880, and it's a structure that served the Denver South Park and Pacific Railroad. And what it was like a maintenance facility or something like that for the trains. Right here's a cool little store. Here's a photo of it. Looks like somebody was fixing it up, probably trying to kind of do something with it. It even has, right there on the right, it said mine shaft, but this isn't in a part of land that there would be mining exactly right here in town. That's usually up more towards the mountains and so forth. And so This other building right here is pretty old, but a lot of these houses here are really cool. There's some really old ones. I like the ones, there's a blue one and a yellow one that are really painted up, and they're really cool looking. And yeah, this building right here is just amazing. And then you know, like I said, there's some newer homes and stuff like that. There's people that live here, you know, and it is a nice little community, and it's in a very pretty part of Colorado. So if you take a right there where the stop sign was, you're going to head to the other mountain pass that I had briefly mentioned at the beginning. That's the Boreas Pass. It's a 19.5-mile road that goes from Como all the way to Breckenridge, Colorado. I'm not really sure. I've never driven over it. I'm not really sure what like type of pass. There's a lot of different passes here in Colorado. Some of them are big highway road, you know, no problem. It's just a big winding thing. And some are like my Oh My God road video, where it's a kind of scary one-lane road. There's one that's up in near Steamboat and stuff like that gets a little hairy. Or there's one that goes from Marble that's pretty sketchy also. That's the only pass I've ever gone on and turned around and came back because I was scared so much. But yeah, there's that one's Keebler Pass. That's the name of that one. So I don't know what Boreas Pass is. I don't know if it's something that you could just drive up. But we were actually headed to the South Park area, which technically we're in the South Park area now. Fairplay, more or less, is South Park, Colorado. And we were heading to Buena Vista and to St. Elmo. So, you know, we just stopped by just to drive around in town and kind of look around a little bit and see if there was anything cool. The only thing that was kind of open and going is that right there to the left was an art studio, and honestly, I'm not in the market for any art, so we didn't stop there. We just decided to kind of check out as much of the little town as we could. And maybe one day I'll purchase myself a hunting cabin or something in this little town, because I do like this little town a lot. It's really cool. That's where it blows me away, though.